instead of having a baby shower, I had a baby. What's up, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming back. You feel me? Like, we greatly appreciate it. We love the support. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. Please, please, please. Feel free to comment in the section down below. And I love to see you guys comment. Like, when I say, if you watch the video to the end, comment blah blah blah, and you actually comment blah blah blah, that makes me so happy. So thank you so much for that. So as y'all can tell from the title, this is going to be a video about my delivery, my delivery, how I thought I did, my experience, what I went through, how it came about, and just everything about having a wee little baby, bringing the baby into this world. Feel me? So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Okay, so I was 37 weeks pregnant, and that's when it all went down. At 37 weeks. That's 8 months, right? Yeah. So I wasn't even pregnant for the whole 9 months. 8, and that was it. It was March 22nd. That's when I had my little baby girl. But on March 20th, I had an appointment. I went in. Usually, when, I don't know if this is for everybody, but the hospital I was going to, every single appointment you go to, you have to pee in a cup. They will not let you go unless you have peed in a cup. Yeah, like, they're serious about it. Because I remember one time I didn't pee in a cup, and they called me back, and I had to go and pee in a cup. And I guess it's to make sure that you're healthy, pretty much, and, like, you're not spilling protein, which is what I was doing. I was leaking protein. So I don't know exactly what that is. If you know what it is, feel free to comment down below and let me know, because I didn't really know what it was. And it was just, I knew it wasn't good. Especially because I've been throwing up and couldn't hold anything down. To hear that I was losing protein, like, what is that about? Okay. But yeah, I was losing protein, so they gave me an orange container, and I had to do a 24-hour pee test, which means I take that container home, and I pee from the time that I got the container till the next day. At that time, then I return it back to them. So anytime I had to go pee, I would pee in there, and then after that time was up, I went back and I returned it to them. So that was that. And then the next day, I had already had an appointment scheduled for 3 o'clock for just a normal appointment, just for an ultrasound and just a little checkup, right? To make sure that her heart was still beating, everything was still good, everything was still straight. But no, something was telling me it wasn't going to be a normal appointment. Like, when you're a soon-to-be mom, I feel like you know when something is about to go down. Yes. And that's exactly what I was feeling. Something was about to go down, and I was right. So by them telling me I had protein in my urine, and they just kept saying, you're going to have your baby sooner than you think, you're going to have your baby sooner than you think. Because my original due date was April 20th. It was supposed to be April 20th, 2019. And I did get like 5 different due dates. It was May 1st, April 5th, April 10th, April 20th, April 21st, and then they went back to April 20th, right? So she was supposed to be here April 20th, 2019. But she had other plans. And I knew she had other plans because I missed both my baby showers. I was supposed to have one in Jacksonville. That's where my family is. And then have one in Ohio. That's where his family is. But that didn't happen. I missed 2 baby showers. I didn't have no baby shower. And I missed my cruise that I was supposed to go on. But that's okay. That's okay. Because instead of having a baby shower, I had a baby. I went into my normal appointment, supposedly, at 3 o'clock. But before I went, I packed a bag. I packed her bag. I didn't pack my bag. I packed her bag. I just packed a onesie, some socks, the mittens, a hat, and, you know, those little cute little tutus with the hairpiece. I don't know why I did it, but I'm glad I did it. I'll get into that. But I'm glad I did it. And just, you know, just normal little other stuff like hand sanitizer, like little mommy stuff that I needed. and my charger. I think that's it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. That's all I had packed. But it wasn't in a diaper bag. It was like in a normal bag. So I was late to my appointment because I had a rush. I went to Target and I bought a diaper bag just to stuff her stuff in, because I just knew I was gonna need it. Like, I needed a diaper bag, and that little bag was just full to capacity. So we went, got that, and then we went to our appointment. Boom, we got there. We was called for an ultrasound. We went in and got the ultrasound, and the lady, she was just like, yep, you're still leaking protein. It's not looking good, really. And she was just, it's not looking good, this and that, like, just giving me negative. And it wasn't that serious. Like, the way she was telling me, it was like my baby was starting to not, you know, she wasn't getting everything she needed. Like, she was still getting some, but she wasn't making it like she was getting some. She was just like, she stopped completely, and I was starting to panic. So for after that, I was getting high blood pressure. They were trying to make me calm down. They were trying to make me control my blood pressure, and I just couldn't, because she was telling me all this stuff about my baby, and I'm a new mom. I don't know what any of this stuff is. I don't know what any of the protein coming out is. Like, I was just so scared. And then with they put me in this chair, and they put the little heart thingy on me to hear her heartbeat, and it was beating good. And then the lady came back, the ultrasound lady came back and was like, oh, well, they had to do another ultrasound, and I didn't know why. And when they did, they saw that I needed to go in the hospital, like, today, like that day. Like, it was like, as soon as I got done with the second ultrasound, my OB came in and was like, yep, you got one-way ticket to the big girl hospital. I'm like, big girl hospital? For what? Yeah, to have your baby. And I was like, to what? It's not April 20th. It's not April 20th yet. It's March 21st. Like, I'm not ready. Like, you guys said April 20th. Like, what? Today? She's like, yep. I start biting my nails. I start shaking. She's like, calm down. You're going to do great. It's going to be awesome. Like, you're not about to have a baby at an unexpected time. Like, this is nerve-wracking, right? So she's like, just calm down. You got it. Like, okay. After this, I'm not even saying nothing. I'm just shaking and then, like I'm about to push a baby out of my. So she's like, yep. So let's go. They started wrapping my stuff up. They start signing me out of there to sign me into that other hospital. My OB called that hospital, like, we got a new mom about to come over there and have her baby. Be ready for her. She on her way right now. So boom, that happens, and my other OB, she comes in and she, like, hugs me and is like, you're gonna do so great. She's happy for me. So I'm just, like, in her arms, like, oh my God, I'm about to have my baby. Like, oh my goodness. Like, it was just so many emotions going through me, because I knew it wasn't gonna be a normal vaginal delivery, because I had to be induced, and I've never heard about being induced. I didn't know what it was. Like, while prior to it, when they were telling me that I may be induced, I was looking up at YouTube videos on what to expect, this and that, but I never thought I'd really be induced. Like, I just thought they were gonna let me have her normally, and that was not the case. So I'm actually glad I did look into it. Like, when you're in the hospital and you have questions or whatever, do your research. Like, don't just panic. Like, if you were to go into a C-section, I wouldn't watch a negative video, but watch what you might have to go through so you can prepare yourself. You feel me? But I didn't do C-section. I was just induced. So I'm getting my stuff ready. I'm on my way to the hospital. I call my mom on FaceTime so she can be here with me, because she couldn't be in the room with me because she's in Jacksonville. I'm in Ohio. So I call her on FaceTime, and she's traveling with me all the way to the hospital. The hospital wasn't even that far. The hospital was right down the street, really. So we get there, and I get there. I'm signing in to get a room and all this, and they're trying to have me put my signature, and I'm shaking so bad, like, I cannot write. Like, they're all like, calm down, it's okay, calm down. Like, I'm like signing, like Like, I can't. Like, it's so hard to sign. And I'm just, like, laughing. And I'm so warm inside. And then I find they finally get done with the paperwork. And I'm going to the room. Like, it's like, wow. Like, y'all not kidding. I'm really about to have my baby right now. So, I go in the room. And the doctor, she's so nice. She gives me the dress to put on. You know, that sexy outfit to put on. And I didn't know how to put it on. Like, that dress is so hard to put on. If y'all know what I'm talking about, comment in the sections down below. Because it's like the shoulder, it's like you put it on like this, and then the shoulder, it's a lot to go with it. So she helps me put it on because I come out the room like half butt naked, like, I don't know how to do this. She's like, oh my God, darling, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's good. So she helps me put it on, and I come back out, you know, my butt is all hanging out and stuff. I get on the bed, and they just start giving me the information that, like, telling me what's about to happen, telling me what's about to go down, and then asking me questions like, have I been on drugs, this and that, personal stuff. And then she puts it's time for the IV. Like, I gotta answer questions why they try to put the IV in me, because they don't know how fast I was dilating, I guess. So they were really moving fast, low key. And so I'm answering questions while she's sticking me with a needle. And I get stuck here about 4 times, like, in the same, like, they're like this, and then they're trying to put it in, and they can't really put it in, and they finally get it in, and they're not getting, it's not working. So then they put it in this one, they put it right here, and it's still not working. And then they finally put it here, and it works. Like, I got stuck like so many times with the IV, it's not even funny. Like, oh my goodness. Then I didn't eat, so I felt lightheaded. I thought I was gonna pass out. It was awful. That part was awful. And that needle it was pretty big. They finally get it in. I'm still answering questions, and then she's like, okay, well, if you need anything, just press this button. And they give me a button to press when I needed a nurse. When I tell you my room was so nice, though, my room was huge. It was so nice. Like, I had a TV, I had a big old window, I had a nice bed. Like, it was just so pretty. Um, After they put the IV in me, they gave me one meal to eat, because once it gets into it, you can't eat. You can't eat, and I'm sure you can't drink. The only thing you can do is eat Jello, drink water, and sure you can eat ice. I was eating ice. You can eat ice, and then popsicles, if I didn't say popsicles yet. Popsicles, jelly, water, ice. That's all you can have. So they gave me one meal option to get, and I just got some, like, along the way. It was some McDonald's salad. That's what I got for my last meal before I had a baby type thing. So I got that, ate that up, and they came back in and was like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. In a couple hours, we're gonna give you this pill called, I got it written down because, you know, I don't really know about the medical terms. It was a Cytotec, a tiny pill that they put in me for me to start, you know, dilating, help me dilate. So after I ate, I had to let her know when I got done eating, and she came in, she checked me. If I was dilated, I was 1 centimeter dilated. Just one. So after she checked me, she was like, okay, we're going to come back with the pill. And I'm like, okay. So before she came back with the pill, my boyfriend, my baby daddy, he did have to go to work. And when I tell y'all, I had a mini panic attack. The only people that was in the room with me was him, his mom, and then my mom was on FaceTime with his mom. Feel me? Because I couldn't really be on the phone, really, and then focus on what I was going through. So my mom was in and out of FaceTime. Like, she would hang up, take a nap, and then call back. And his mom would take a nap, and then he was asleep till he had to go to work. So he had to go to work, and I panicked. Like, there was no telling when he was going to be here, if he was going to be here in time for the delivery. Because they didn't give us a specific time when I was going to have a baby. They were just like, it's either going to be today or tomorrow. That was it. So it was just, wow, what if he doesn't make it in time for my delivery? So when he left, I cried. Like, it was just, I needed him to be there. And if he wasn't going to be there, I was going to have a hard time, because I just needed him there. So he went to work, and we're just texting all night long. When I tell y'all I did not sleep, I could not sleep at all. Like, they were like, get as much sleep as you can, try to rest. I was trying to rest, but it was just, the pill was helping me dilate. So with that, my body was feeling me dilating. And it was just, it wasn't horrible pain. It was just pain to where you couldn't sleep. Like, my back was hurting so much. Like, my back, in the last video I was talking about my back was hurting. My back was aching. Like, oh my goodness, my lower back. That was the worst part about it. It was my lower back. That was it. So, at times I had to pee, and I would get up, and now it would feel so good. Like, when you're contracting, to stand up is way better than laying down, in my opinion. Because when I stood up, it felt so much better. Like, it was hardly noticeable, but I can't sleep standing up. So either way, I still didn't sleep. But when I did have to go pee, I had to unplug 3 giant plugs and take that whole machine with me. Like, the whole machine had to go with me. I was still plugged up while I was peeing and number 2 and it was just crazy. Like, it was crazy to take that whole machine with me and then, use the bathroom and this and that. And then you have a nurse coming in, checking on you every now and again, and they were so good. Like, every time I pressed that button, they would come right away, and they were just so helpful and so encouraging with me. And yeah, so they kept asking if I wanted epidural. I did not want a epidural. I don't want an epidural because I feel like an epidural, I heard so many stories about the epidural. Like I said, don't look into the negative side of the stories, because then you just psyched out. But even if I haven't heard any epidural stories, I still didn't want the epidural because I wanted the naturalist, is that a word? It's gonna be a word today. I wanted the naturalist birth ever that I could get. And just the epidural would just take all the feeling away from it. Since I didn't have a natural water break, I didn't have a natural, carry, because she wasn't really growing. Like, my stomach was real tiny. I just wanted something to be natural, like something. And that was just the last thing that I could have that was not messed with, if that makes sense. Messed with. But yeah, I didn't want epidural. That's just my only reason. I just didn't want it. So they kept asking me though, and it's just, when you're pregnant and you're going through contractions, don't keep asking, don't keep annoying, because I was getting so frustrated. Like, I told you, no, I'm not going to change my mind. If I do change my mind, I will let you know, because they did let me know when it was okay to change my mind. I think it was 5 centimeters was the last time that I had the option of getting the epidural, and I knew that. Okay, so stop asking me. But I did not get epidural. Yes, I had my baby without epidural. And when I tell you, I almost got the epidural. I almost got the epidural, but I didn't. If you do get the epidural, that is completely fine. I'm just saying I didn't want it. But if you get it, that is okay, Jose. But yeah, so they finally stopped with the questions of asking if I want the epidural. And my baby daddy is going off to work, and I'm like so emotional. I don't know what's about to happen next. So the doctor keeps coming in. Have you gone to sleep? Have you gone to sleep? I'm just like, no. But my heart rate, it was okay, but it wasn't. She was like, try to get some rest, because it wasn't really, rest would have helped me, I guess. But I just couldn't. Like, I was really trying, I just couldn't. So I was just walking around the room, because that's what felt better, and she allowed it. Like, I did that for about 4 hours. 4 hours, I think I did that. And every 3 hours, they came in with that little pill to put into me. Every 3 hours. Even when I did fall asleep. I did fall asleep at one point, and they had to come in and wake me up. And then after that, it was wraps. Like, I was up. So they came in every 3 hours to give me that pill. I got like 3 pills. Yeah, 3 pills. So when they came in, she would let me know, and I would have to sit up kinda, and they would check me first. They would check if I dilated any, and I didn't. The first time, I did not dilate whatsoever. None. So then she was like, okay, we're going to try another one. So she put another one in, and 3 hours later, she came back. She checked me, 2 centimeters. Okay, okay, we getting somewhere. 2 centimeters, we getting somewhere. So, but at this point, I was kind of freaking out because it was like, why aren't I dilating? Because they came in and was like, okay, well, if you're not going to be dilating, like after this last pill, we're going to have to go into a C-section. And I was just like, oh my God, like I did not want to go into a C-section. Like that's probably when I would really freaked out because it's just C C-section is different than vaginal birth, and it's just if you had C-section, that is amazing. I was just too scared to be going into C-section, so I was just praying like, please let me dilate. I need to dilate. So when she came back, she checked me again, and I was 4 centimeters. But since I did jump from 2 to 4, they were gonna let me try to do it a little longer because they did ask me, and I was like, yes, please let me try to do it a little longer. So she gave me one more pill, and after that one more pill, she said, once you're dilated 5 or 7 centimeters, that they're gonna break my water. And I was just like, okay. So she came in, she checked me. I was 6 centimeters dilated. Once I was 6 centimeters dilated, she came in and was like, okay, she gonna let the doctor know that I'm 6 centimeters dilated. I'm ready for my water to break. And she kept asking me how my pain was, and I was just like, yeah, it's good still. I can still handle it. And but she was giving me the option of Tylenol and something else, another pill. See, I'm sorry, I can't remember the medical terms, but Tylenol and another pill. And I took them both, and that helped a lot. Like, I was trying not to take medicine. I wanted to take the least amount of medicine as possible, but I needed the medicines at this point because, like I said, I was 7 meters dilated, so that means my contractions were getting worse. Not 7. I was 6 centimeters dilated, so that means my contractions were getting worse. They were getting up there, and you can see on the monitor, like, every time I get a contraction, it was going crazy. Like, I was watching it too, and it was just cool to see my contractions. I don't know why, but to feel them and then to see them, that was kind of cool to me. But I finally fell asleep after she checked me for the last time. After she gave me my last Cytotec pill, she let me know that the doctor was gonna come in, and I was trying to stay up. But when I tell you, I fell asleep because I haven't been asleep. I haven't been asleep. So it was a while because the doctor was giving birth to other babies while I had to wait for him. I asked for a bouncing ball to sit on. I asked for a ball, that the yoga big giant balls. I asked for that to try to help push down my baby, and they gave me a peanut ball. It's like a ball, the same type of ball, but in the shape of a peanut. I got that, and I was eating my popsicles, watching TV, just bouncing as I was getting bad back contractions. I wasn't getting my contractions weren't really anywhere else but my back. Like, bouncing on that helped a lot. It helped put the baby down. That's when I became 6 centimeters, when I was putting the baby down, and then just bouncing on that helped so much. The doctor did come in, and she was like, the doctor will be in an hour, but I need you to lay on the bed because I need you to start resting and let the pill dissolve completely so we can come in and get to work. So I was like, okay. So I lay on the bed. When I tell you, I wish I could stand up longer. When I laid on the bed, it got worse. It got so much worse. Like, everything tightened up. Like, get up, get up. And I couldn't. I wasn't allowed to. So I just had to lay there, and that's when I just had to take it. That's when I was just grabbing onto the bars and just trying to calm myself down. Like, my baby needs my body to come into this world. This is my baby. Like, I was just trying to talk myself into it being okay that I was going through this pain. So this is the time where I was really thinking about getting epidural, because I didn't. At some points I was just like, I can't do this. Like, this is starting to hurt for real. So the doctor, I finally fall asleep, And the doctor comes in, and he's like, as soon as I fall asleep, like I'm talking about, I was in a deep sleep for like 5 minutes. And he came in, and he was like, hey love, I'm gonna break your water now. And I'm like, okay. So he takes this long hook thing, right? And I'm like half asleep. He takes this long hook thing, puts his hands in me, see how dilated I was. I was still like 6 meters dilated, 6 centimeters dilated. I keep saying meters, 6 centimeters dilated. And he puts the hook in me and pops my water, takes it out. When I tell you, it was immediate reaction with the contractions. It was so fast. Like, I thought it was gonna take a couple minutes for me to, for them to hit. Nope, it was right away. Like, as soon as he popped it, I started to bawl. I got this, and it was just that kind of gave me like a little power to, I got this. I'm gonna do it for my baby. I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna do it. Like, it's not that bad. It was bad, but I told myself it wasn't that bad to try to help me out. Feel me? So when he popped it, it just felt like a water balloon splashing all down there. Like, it was such a weird feeling. Like, it was like I felt like I peed myself, but I know I didn't pee myself type feeling. And it was just, the contractions were just like, oh, everything tightened up. Like, oh my goodness, it was so bad. After a little while, I started to come back to reality. Like, okay, I know what's happening. My baby's about to come. Just relax. It's okay. Like, I know you're in pain. It is okay. Like, just relax. So I get used to that pain, if that's okay to say. Like, I'm not used to it, but like, I understand how tough is about to come in. So I get ready for every contraction, and after every contraction, make sure you breathe. The contraction is kind of hard to breathe. It's kind of hard to talk. It's hard to move. So just make sure you breathe and just woosa. You feel me? Just after everyone. And they should start coming faster and faster. I don't know if they come longer and longer. Mine's came longer, and it was like on the monitor. And once every contraction, it just felt like it got worse. But all my contractions were in my back. Like, I can't say my contractions were anywhere else but my back. And that's just, I couldn't lay. I had to lay on my side. I could not lay on my back. I had to lay on my side. So at this point, I'm trying to figure out what position I wanted to have her in, because they allowed me to be in a position if I wanted to. And I was laying on my back. That was killing me. That was hurting too much. So then I wasn't going to give birth on my side, but they let me be on my side a lot. And then they told me to try it like this, to be on the back of the bed like this, and not to like kind of be on either my feet, or I could have been on my knees. And I wanted to be on my knees with like my butt touching the back of my heels. And I was going to be like that and ready to push. When she said that, I felt when I was ready to push. And I'm like, I'm ready to push. I'm ready to push. I didn't like it. I didn't want to have her like this. So then they were like, okay, well, try to hurry and figure out what position you want to have her in, because she's coming soon. Because at this point, I think I was 9 centimeters dilated. Because after he broke my water, he checked me, and I was 8 at that point. I was 8 centimeters. So I'm trying to figure out what position I want to have her in. And then the lady's like, you should feel when you're ready to push. When she said that, I felt when I was ready to push. And I'm like, I'm ready to push. I'm ready to push. And she's like, okay, well, turn around. And I'm like trying to turn around, but every movement I make, I'm having a contraction. So I move like this, I'm having contractions. So now we have to pause till I can move again. And they're like, come on, you gotta try to hurry, because she's coming. And I'm like, I gotta push. And they're like, okay, come on. So I'm like, okay. Oh, I move here, contraction. So now we're waiting in this position for like 5 minutes. So then I finally get on my back, and I'm having another contraction. So they're trying to wait, or he's like, whenever you're ready to push, you can start pushing. So I was gonna wait after this contraction, and then he said that I had to push through the contractions, and I didn't know. So every time I had a contraction, I would push. So I had a contraction, and I was like, and when I tell you, and I was pushing, and a lot of the times I wasn't making no noise. I was just like, so, and through another contraction, I had to hold my own legs, and I couldn't hold my own legs and push. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me. So they put two nurses on this side, and then his mom was on this side with my mom on the FaceTime, and then he was on this side. And there was a doctor down there, the doctor down there, and then a doctor right here. And then they put a mask on me. And after pushing a couple times, after putting that mask on me, I felt so like they shouldn't have done it because I couldn't breathe. That was not helping out. Because every time I would breathe in, the mask would like stick to my face really tight, and then I would breathe out, and it would like drop, and then I would breathe in, and then it wasn't even on my face right. So it was just I wish they would not have put that mask on me. So that happened. And I'm looking around, like I'm looking to the side to my mom that she was on FaceTime. She was watching me have my baby, and I was looking over to my baby daddy, and he was looking at me like, you got it, babe, you got it, babe. And that's why I needed him there, because he was like giving me encouragement, like, you got it, babe. And he was doing good. And then he looked over, and when he looked at my he was like, and he would not look away. Like, after that, I lost him. Like, he was just not there no more. So that was fine though, because I was just squeezing him and pulling him down by his neck, like, help me. So I'm pushing more, and at this point I'm still doing good. I'm still not hollering my lungs out. I'm still whoo, oh, like just like humble enough, because I didn't want to really scream, like, huh. So I was doing it good still until he was like, this is warm water so you don't tear as much. That's what he said. And when he said that, I was like, ah! You're not tearing, you're doing fine. And I'm just like, no, ah! Like, get me out. Like, no, take her out of me, hurry up. So then they calm me down again, and I'm just like, the doctor's like, I see her head, I see her head. And I'm like, you see her head? Because I got the mask on. I'm like, you see her head? You see her head? And they're like, yeah, keep pushing. She got a lot of hair. She has a lot of hair. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm pushing more. And at this point, I'm still doing good. I'm still not hollering my lungs out. I'm still, whoo, oh, like, just like humble enough, because I didn't want to really scream, like, huh. So I was doing it good still until he was like, this is warm water so you don't tear as much. That's what he said. And when he said that, I was like, oh, just I did not want to tear. Like, when he said that, I lost it. And the doctors were looking at him like, why did you say that? Like, why would you say that? And he's just like, no, you're not tearing, you're doing fine. And I'm just like, no, ah! Like, get me out. Like, no, take her out of me, hurry up. So then they calm me down again, and I'm just like hyperventilating at this point, and they put the mask on me again, and it's just, whew. So then I calm myself down, and I continue to push, and I feel her head come out. But when I feel her head come out, I thought she just popped out. Like, I thought I was done. And I stopped. They're like, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. I thought she was out. Keep pushing. So I'm pushing again. I felt like the shoulder part come out. Like, I could feel stuff. I could feel it come out. I could feel her come out. So after I felt that come out, I thought I was done. Nope. Keep pushing. So I'm keep pushing. I pushed about 7 times. 7 times after her head came out. And I finally feel just all thisness come out in me. Like, it was just come out. And now I know I'm done at this point. And they're like, oh, and they pick her up and she's crying, wah, wah. And at that point, I start crying, because it's just like, wow, like, she was so much bigger than it seemed. She was so much bigger than it seemed from her coming out of my belly. Like, she was big. Like, I didn't think she was going to be that big. I thought she was going to be tiny, but she wasn't. Like, she was like a normal-sized baby. And I was just so, like, at all. Like, it was just, she was gray, but she was just, oh my God, her cry, like, that feeling when they put her on my chest, it was just so freaking cool. Like, it is just so amazing. Like when you have your baby, if you're still pregnant and you're watching this video and you're just trying to figure out what to expect when you have your baby in your chest, that is such a good moment. Let me tell you, treasure that moment. And all my friends came and was looking at her, and it was just, she was just so tiny and so beautiful and so amazing. And she still is amazing. She's such a good baby. I love her so much. But yeah, guys, that was my video on my delivery, my delivery. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to come back with more story times. I wish she could have been in this video with me, but she is knocked out with her daddy, and I didn't want to wake her up for a video. So she does say hi. I appreciate it so much. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Hit that bell button for notifications. Please comment in the sections below. Please, please, please comment. And yeah. Am I sweating? I think I'm sweating. I'm in the car with the windows up like a dummy. I think I'm sweating. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. If you watch this video all the way to the end, please comment that muscle, that muscle. I'll insert it here. Because mamas are strong when they gotta have their baby. They strong. Feel me? Comment that emoji, and I will be looking for those emojis. Because like I said, when you guys comment, what I tell you, the emoji I tell you to comment, and I see that you guys watched the video all the way to the end, that makes me so happy. Like, you guys don't even understand. I appreciate it so much. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button. Hit that bell button for notifications. Please comment in the sections below.